Hey guys, Dr. Mike Silvestri here with Silvestri Chiropractic and Wellness in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. I want to talk to you today about actually how to cope with stress and adapt to stress. Now, a lot of experts are talking about how to reduce stress, but one thing I think is really important is how do we cope with the stress we already have and make sure that we can actually handle it, because let's face it, certain things in life are just not going to change, okay? And essentially we have to be able to adapt to these stressful situations in a better fashion. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And there's going to be 4 components to this. 1 is proper sleep. 2 is deep diaphragmatic breathing. 3 is chiropractic care. And 4 is evidence-based supplements for decreasing stress. So the first one is proper sleep. Proper sleep, first thing is how much sleep should you really get? Well, there's different opinions on that. However, typically 7 to 9 hours of sleep is essential for most people. And everyone's a little bit different. Some people can get away with less, some people need more. That's a general rule of thumb, 7 to 9 hours. What I always recommend is sleeping in a cool, dark environment, okay? This allows your body to produce a substance, more of a substance known as melatonin. Melatonin is produced from the pineal gland in your brain, very important gland in your brain, and it's actually produced more when it's dark, okay? So it helps you sleep better. As you get older, melatonin decreases, so you might want to use a supplemental melatonin if you're having trouble sleeping. Another thing I'd strongly recommend for sleep is avoid any electronic devices about a half hour or hour before bed, as the light from these devices can interfere with that melatonin production. So, number 1, proper sleep. Number 2, deep diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, what do I mean by this? A lot of people breathe with their chest. Okay, they try to breathe with their chest rising. Okay, really the proper way to breathe is actually to breathe through your abdomen. Okay, so this. Okay, so I could show you the improper way to breathe at first, okay? Okay, now I don't know if you can see this on video, but the proper way to breathe is this. Okay, I don't know if you can see the difference there, but you almost want to, when you breathe, you almost want to get fat, okay? I say to people, okay? So when you breathe, you want to deep breathe, let your abdomen drop, let your abdomen pop out as much as possible, okay? Again, just like that. Now what you could do, we call this diaphragmatic breathing, because essentially the diaphragm is actually the primary muscle of breathing, and as you breathe, the diaphragm drops down, so that's what we want. What does this do, essentially? When you deep diaphragmatically breathe, this stimulates a section of your nervous system known as the parasympathetic nervous system, or the rest and digest portion of your nervous system, which is very, very important in decreasing stress. A lot of people today are in what we call a sympathetic dominant state. In other words, that's the fight or flight side. They're always stressed, they're always high tension. This is not a state that you want to be in all the time. You want to be more in a parasympathetic healing state of your body. The deep diaphragmatic breathing will do this. What you could do is you could actually start out with 10 deep breaths diaphragmatically, and just go from there, and you can just keep increasing it actually to put your body in that deep parasympathetic state. Very simple concept, but very effective in coping and dealing and adapting to stress. So that's number 2, deep diaphragmatic breathing. Number 3, we can't talk about decreasing stress without mentioning chiropractic care, or I should say adapting and coping with stress, because essentially when you get adjusted, it's been shown in the literature, in the research, that it stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system and calms down the sympathetic side, okay? So in essence, you could say that chiropractic helps you to adapt to your environment better, of course. So getting adjusted on a regular basis is very important for coping and adapting to stress. It'll put your body in a natural healing state that it was designed to be in 95% of the time or more, okay? In today's world, we're not really in this deep healing state often enough, and that's why a lot of people are sick and they're not doing well. So we need to stimulate that as much as we can. So again, the third thing is chiropractic care, regular chiropractic care. And the final thing I'm going to talk about essentially is supplements that you could use to help cope with stress. Now there's various supplements. I could probably do a whole video on this. I'm going to talk about a few important ones, okay? So the one is CBD, okay? So CBD is very effective at kind of helping you adapt to stress, helping you relax a little bit, okay? If you could find a high quality CBD, the highest quality you could find, that'd be awesome. And then another thing that we talk about is adaptogenic herbs. So there's one herb in particular known as ashwagandha. It's used in Ayurvedic Indian medicine, okay? Very effective at helping your body and adapting to stress with various adaptogenic herbs. That's just one of them. So those are the main two, I would say. Now, of course, you could use supplemental melatonin if you're not sleeping well, okay? So remember, the number one thing on how to adapt to stress better is to get proper, adequate, deep, relaxing, restorative sleep, okay? So melatonin can be very effective there at helping you get to sleep at night, especially if you're over like around 50 or 60 years old, where your body, your pineal gland, your brain's not producing quite as much of it. So guys, again, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Again, my name is Dr. Mike Silvestri with Silvestri Chiropractic and Wellness in Union Township, Pennsylvania. My number is 412-302-7526. Be sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting videos on a regular basis, so stay tuned for that. If you're ever interested in coming into our office and getting a real evaluation and an examination to see how we can best help you with your health challenges, especially in this health challenging time for everyone, feel free to give me a call, of course. Again, just to recap those 4 things: how to cope and adapt to stress, essentially deep restorative sleep, diaphragmatic breathing, chiropractic care, and science-based supplements, okay? And guys, have a fantastic week. Stay happy and healthy, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.